Okay, guys. So we had a few conversations before about Djokovic, in the Sunshine Double, and he hasn't been performing so well in the past few years. Maybe at least he hasn't been winning. So I want to ask you guys about now. What do you think about Djokovic this year, Yusuf, in Miami?
In Miami. I think this was an amazing week for Djokovic. Amazing 2 weeks. Sorry, not 1 week. 2 weeks he went all the way to the final. So many positives to take away from this. The fact that I did not expect this to happen, huh? I did not expect him to go this deep. I thought he wasn't even going to play, honestly, and he was going to move on to the red clay. And let's start this clay season and prepare for, I guess, Monte Carlo, Madrid, Rome, Roland Garros, which I believe is his best chance at the next Grand Slam. And I think he's going to do it. He's the best player on clay, so I'm like, okay, let's shift. Let's shift our focus completely. That did not happen. They stayed in Miami. Murray was by his side, and so many positives to take away. Going this deep, playing some of his best tennis, and that all the way. Then he kept peaking and peaking and peaking until he reached that Dimitrov match. 0 unforced errors off the forehand the entire match.
Unheard of.
So Novak Djokovic reached his peak, I would say, in this tournament, and he is back to his best. 60 Masters Finals. No one's ever going to touch that, I think. And he just keeps edging further and further away from the competition. And the oldest man to ever make it all the way to a Masters Final was going to be the oldest man ever to win a Masters title, but that did not happen. I think it's going to happen sometime soon, but love it for him. Love it for the team. Love it for Djokovic fans. This is an amazing thing going forward. And most of all, a big confidence boost.
Yeah, I think that's the main key word for me, is the confidence is back, which you wouldn't think is necessary, but he talked about how he was going into the tournament. He didn't have the confidence that he would have liked. And he mentioned that in the final also, that he didn't have big expectations in Miami. At the same time, it was the perfect tournament to bring that back, because he played Musetti. He loves playing Musetti.
Loves it.
Dominated the Musetti matchup in straights. And then he also played Dimitrov, who he really loves to play Dimitrov as well. And as you mentioned, that 0 unforced errors was really
10-1 now against Dimi.
Incredible record against Dimi, and also very impressive performance in that match. He ran into the better player, who's having a stellar week, playing with a lot of confidence. I think it's very good for him as we move into the clay. As you said, he's built up now some, match play, which he needs. And I think it's going to serve him very well. I'm excited to see him go into the clay season now with this fresh boost of confidence. And I also thought about I doubted his motivations going in, but he played really well. And you know that when Murray's in his corner, they're taking things very seriously. He said that he wants to play and win titles. The 100th title is jinxed at the moment.
It is.
The 100th title is jinxed.
It's coming, though. It's coming.
I mean, if you're saying he's going to do it in the Grand Slam in Roland Garros, then he has to win one before Roland Garros, because the 100th title is jinxed. It needs to happen before.
But he cannot win Rome.
Yeah, no.
Because whoever wins Rome loses in Roland Garros, and that is proven.
Yeah, no, he can't
that
win
is
Rome.
proven in the past 5 years.
Yeah, well,
when Rafa wins it, he loses in Roland Garros. When Djokovic wins it, he loses in Roland Garros.
Maybe
they would just keep going back and forth.
Sinner will be fresh back, and he can win it for us, and then set Djokovic up.
Haroon, how about you?
Yeah.
Think of Djoko.
Yeah, no, when you look at you look at the stats in the end, okay, his amazing run, that was awesome. It's great for his confidence, but still, I don't feel like Djokovic is feeling comfortable. I feel like he's moving a little bit slower. I don't know if it's the shoes or something, but he looks just a bit off.
The shoes.
He looks a bit off, but to me, he looks a bit heavy, a bit slow sometimes when he's moving. Although he's moving great, he's playing great, but I don't know. Just I feel like maybe I could take some more rest, work on his fitness a bit more, make sure that he has enough juice to go into these big titles. But yeah, man, it was awesome. It was great to see, and I think he wants to win a slam so bad this year. And I think it's gonna happen soon. Yeah, awesome. The GOAT, he's father time.
I don't think he was moving so bad. I mean, yeah, he's coming off the hemi injury, which Of course, it might
No,
be
he was
linger,
moving fine, but Mensik out Djokovic'd him.
Yeah, Mensik was
like in that
was really
tiebreak, they were going toe to toe those long rallies, and you gave us those stats, but like you could see in the end, you expect the other guy to make the mistake, to make that unforced error, but it was Djokovic. Not because he was just out of gas. You saw in that tiebreak, he fell on the ground. He had no energy left. He had nothing left. Which even if you watch the match and the commentators are saying, like, if this goes to a third set, what's Djokovic even going to look like? I think he was going to be fine, but it just felt like the brutality of each point. 19-year-olds are able to keep up with it much more.
Yeah, well, maybe to Harun's point, the fitness, maybe he needs to take a break, or like this short break here, he can boost it back up or something. I mean,
well,
when you have
those gloves are helping him out. Those blue gloves. We need to buy some of those. Let's see, do they actually work?
Yeah. I'm sure I have bigger issues than the gloves, but in my game. But
you never know. Maybe it's a new racket. Maybe you never know.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, other than Djokovic, guys, we had a lot of nice storylines, and we had a lot of winners this week outside of the champions.
Yes, we did.
Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Very good night.